next section is very important. It's on profiling your customer. Unless you know who your actual ideal customer is, how can you write a headline? How can you really craft an offer? You've got to get inside the head and understand the person you want to hand over money to. In other words, buy your product. If you assume you know who your customer is, you could be dead in the water. Is that a fair assumption? Yeah. Okay. I've written here, CSI Miami. Who's ever watched any of the CSI episodes? Miami, Las Vegas, New York. What happens? They find the dead body. What do they do over that whole 1 hour segment to catch the murderer? Any comments? Any ideas? What do they do?
Forensic.
Forensic, yeah. They're basically profiling the killer. FBI profilers, they profile who the serial killer is, knowing someone's out there killing somebody, but they profile the person, get that picture in their mind, get the data, and eventually find who the killer is. Profiling your customers is no different. You've got to understand who you are selling to. Don't assume. It's like me saying every business owner or every internet marketer is my customer. That's a load of garbage. That is not the case. There are certain types of people that effectively do become my customers and buy my product. And you are the same. You may have several groups. If you've got different products, you'll have different people you've got to build profiles for. So, there's no point just slamming a headline together or slamming an offer together unless you really understand who it is by age, by sex, by demographic, could be by, could be country, could be a suburb, job description, how much income they earn. The more information you can get on profiling your customer, the better fine-tuning you can target market your customer, which means more money in the bank. Before I get into any sort of further detail on that, what are your thoughts on your own profiling? Has anyone actually profiled customers yet? No one's ever really profiled a customer? Okay. Sheila, what do you think your ideal customer is? Or who do you think they are?
For my own product?
Yeah.
Young, married, or working couples, or individuals with children who have, it's hard to put a sort of a figure on, but who earn a reasonable amount of money, they wouldn't be on benefits, let's say.
So they're young, married,
with children or expecting a child or children.
Yeah.
Who work, who need childcare.
Yeah. Income is what? What do you think their income is?
Will be a reasonable level of income.
Well, what's that?
In England, I would say, if they're both working, probably sort of minimum 50 to 60,000 a year.
Okay. So you've got a basic idea of your profile, right? What you want to be able to do, and once we've got some questions in the handout. Have you all got that handout on profiling? Have you all got that? We're handing them out sort of one at a time. So if you haven't got it, we'll get it to you. Because basically what you said to me, and I'm sure most people in the room are the same, you're using generalities about describing who your customer is. And the important factor is from that you've got to dig, you've got to delve and find out what every minute detail is about. Because if you don't, how can you really fine-tune and target your customers? So, what is young? What does that really mean? Are they aged between 25 to 35, 35, 45? There's a specific age group?
I would say probably 25 to 40, maybe 45 even.
Okay. That's a fairly broad age group. Let's say 25 to 45, right?
It's anyone who can have children, so...
Yeah. Okay. What you want to find out from there, and these questions apply to all of you as well, is generally, is it females that respond to your marketing? Is it males that respond? Females. Okay, so most of the people that sell are females?
Yes.
Okay. So it's women.